Alright, hi everyone, and welcome to the finale of Crash Bandicoot 1 here on the PlayStation 1. Alright, so, there's only a few levels left, and even though this video is, as you can see down there, it is the longest of the entire series, but I think it's long with reason. Oh, it's the finale. You gotta make it real long. So, anyways, this is the lab. There are 24 boxes to break. There's a yellow gem to find, and just like how we are right here, bonus stage. Alright, so it took us many months. Well, technically it took me many months to get the production of this series. It took me that long to do the commentary and the editing, and of course the recording of gameplay, which also includes all of my trials and errors at pretty much a vast majority, or almost damn near all of the episodes. Damn, Crash just killed a guy. Jesus. He killed an electric man. Oh wait, it's the lab, so it was a scientist that he killed. Oh my god. That actually just made so much sense that I'm an idiot. That I didn't even put the two together. A scientist in a level called The Lab. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I probably started recording gameplay of this game. Let's see, we're in August now, so probably God. I want to say, I think it was since like April or May or something like that, when I got gameplay recorded, and with all the trial and error and commentating and editing, everything that goes in part of me making a video. Because what happens is, depending on if I played the game beforehand or not when doing these episodes, depends on if I played them before or not, of how long the making an episode process technically becomes. We're just going through all the levels here. Anyways, if I have played the game before, whether it be numerous times and or beaten it a few times, we're going back to Jungle Boilers, huh?
What do we got?
Just going through an old level just for shits and giggles, huh? Like I said before, I haven't seen this footage in a while. But anyways, if it's a game like, let's take my Super Mario World Let's Play, we're going all the way back in 22. Just as an example. I have played that game so many times, but like how I mentioned, I've never actually fully beaten it. So actually beating my favorite Mario game is it's definitely nice. Definitely kind of cool. But I also kind of took a little bit of a temporary hiatus too, because I felt drained by the time January 23 rolled around. And I was getting burnt out from doing YouTube in general, not just this channel, but my main channel too. Like, there were so many things I wanted to do for for my main channel in January that year. And the fact that that was the year that my main channel was turning 10 years old, maybe that's why I felt burned out. It's like, oh, this is the year that my channel is, you know, more shouting downstairs. Oliver's being bad again. I feel like I'm rambling, honestly. But yeah, that's just usually how it usually is. But for Super Mario World, it definitely took probably, I don't know, I try to get at least halfway done with the game at least 2 months in advance. And then I kind of, after my my burnout, I started just doing 1 or 2 episodes a week. That way I'm at least a week ahead. So I would say probably I spent 4 months on the series, on that series, I should say. Now Pokemon, when we get to Pokemon Gen 1, you know, my Red and Blue Let's Play, here's how long it took me, because I knew the thing that was going to slow me down in production of those episodes were the bios that I made for all the Pokemon that we could encounter in some way, shape, or form. Bro fucked around and found out. That's kind of funny. Try to go in for a bite attack and it's like, Aku Aku. But anyways, but yeah, I started the production of my Gen 1 Let's Play in, oh god, I want to say it was in November of 23. Yeah, because that's when I started recording footage and of course making bios. As long as I record a bunch of footage ahead of time, like a certain decent amount of the game, then I can, you know, because this is how I would do for every Pokemon episode when I was, you know, doing Gen 1. So the one that was definitely the most time consuming was definitely recording the game. So I recorded game footage, and then with that game footage, I would hold off, send it from my gaming phone to my iPad so I can edit. And then from there, that's when I start making the bios. I go through a list of all the Pokemon that can be obtained in each area in the episode. So I kind of have to rewatch the footage a little bit, or kind of skim through. That way I can know in a mental note, like, okay, I need bios for Route 4, or Mount Moon, or I don't know, Cerulean Cave, you know, stuff like that. Now I go in order of when I can be able to, you know, to do that. But obviously, you know, in the first areas, you know, before you get Pokeballs, you can't really catch Pokemon, but you can still fight Pokemon after picking your starter. So that's why I kind of didn't go over any wild Pokemon until after we had the ability to catch Pokemon. Starters are whatever, because, you know, you got them at the very beginning of the game as, you know, as starters. Oh, I think we're just completing some of the perfect levels, or, you know, some of the levels that we need to do perfect on. So yeah, anyways, after I go over the list of bios, I kind of pre-make them a little bit. And then from there, that's when I do the voiceover for the bios. But most of the time I have to be really, really quick. Because I only give myself like 40 seconds to talk about every Pokemon in the bio. Sometimes they're really, really long. I have to kind of shorten it up a bit. And sometimes they're really, really small. That'd be, you know, totally fine. But, yeah. Bios can sometimes take a very long time to make. And hell, sometimes it'll be a couple takes just to get it right. So yeah, that's how I did for bios, and it would take a long time. Bios almost take almost as much time as recording the game footage, and maybe even almost commentating the video itself. So after the bios are made, that's when I go to the game footage, you know, size it up, make sure it looks the way how it should be. And then I, you know, chop out all the parts that don't need to be in there, like maybe like extra, like more than one Pokestop visits, all random encounters, anything that will require me to kind of sit around a bit, or if I take too long doing something, or then that's when I, you know, cut stuff out. Which, in most cases, in most episodes, that would cut out at least probably a good 10% of the actual overall recorded footage. And so after I do all that, that's when I save the video when it's all the stuff, you know, when it's fixed, you know, in the right angle, setting, whatever. And you know, that's when I'll you know, save it as a whole new video, take the original footage, delete it, and then with the cut up, chopped, edited footage of the original, that's the one that I take to commentate. I commentated. I have to be very careful where I say, like, oh, okay, we're gonna talk about the encounters here, so we're gonna go over the bios here real quick. And that's usually where I put in the bios for whatever Pokemon it is, whether it be like a legendary or route encounters, or any Pokemon you can get through trades, or just new Pokemon that are in the area, or, you know, whatever. So yeah, after all that, after I obviously after I commentate, I gotta save it over again. And with that footage, that's where I cut the video up and throw in the bios wherever they need to go. So yeah. So that's pretty much how I did all my Pokemon or all my Pokemon LPs. Well, not my Pokemon bios, but all my Pokemon videos. And it probably took me a little over, probably about 9 months actually. And I even recorded the bonus footage, you know, for the one and only bonus video for that series. And it only took me it honestly only took me about a month to actually do all that, believe it or not. But yeah, I think you guys are really gonna love the next game. Yeah, I will say it is a part of a franchise that we have done before. And I will tell you this: it is not Mario, and it's not Spyro, and it's definitely not Sonic.
What have I got?
And it's not Crash either. We're not gonna jump over to Crash 2 right away. We're gonna give it some time, and then we'll do Crash 2. Although it would be nice to go back to a Mario game, but you'll see in a little while what I mean by that. Because right now I have planned that we will do a kind of a weird, awkward Mario game of it's a Mario adventure that not a lot of people really talk about as much. And it's kind of the actual introduction to a character that's mainly used in like party games in the Mario franchise. That's your hint on the next Mario game I have planned. That's gonna be game number 9. Game number 10 is kind of almost the same thing like Pokemon, but slightly a bit different.
What have I got?
I grinded the fuck out of that game, and I've beaten it quite a few times. But, yeah. We're gonna have a lot of blasts on that one. And it's on a system that I haven't done for the channel yet, so it'll be an interesting, it'll be an interesting format that I'll have to figure out with that one. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm sure I could figure it out. If I have to, I'll ask one of the other guys to see what they think I should do about Crash on a Cloud. Okay. But yeah, that's game 10. Actually, what is game 10? I might have accidentally lied on that. Just because I couldn't remember top of hand. Hold on, let me find it here. As we are completing the level here. Bro, where the hell are you? I can't find the Google Doc that I have for all my, Okay, now I'm at the very bottom. I must have skipped it somewhere. Oh. It was all the way on top. I'm a dumbass sometimes, guys. Oh, I know. The game in question I just got done talking about is game number 9. Next Mario game is game number 10. Sorry. I got it mixed up. Game 11 is off of a new system I haven't recorded off of before. And, I actually have no idea,
What have I got?
how I can even record off of that new system, but I'm sure I can ask James, and he plays this system quite frequently, so he could help me out on how I can do that. And game 12 is, well, a game we have been to before, but it's a new game we haven't done before, but of a franchise that we have done before. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Okay, so I hope that you guys actually enjoyed watching this series that we spent a short 6 weeks on. And kind of had a good timing too, because I'm pretty sure school starts next week for a lot of people. And if you do start school next week, I apologize for reminding you about it. Whether you're in college, high school, or whatever. Now, like I already mentioned in last week's episode, the game number 8, which is the next game on the channel, for right now in the works, it is kind of in thought that it will start on October 27th or 24th, which is a week before Halloween. Do I want it to start before, like, sooner or a little later? I don't know. I haven't really fully figured it out yet, but I'm sure that I can easily figure it out. Okay. We're at 95%. So yeah, I'm just going through all these path levels, and I kind of have to use a guide to kind of 100% on most of all that, to figure out where all the bonuses are and all that stuff too. Like I said, during the trial and error of recording and playing the game, I had to use a lot of like YouTube tutorials on, you know, what to do, where to go, and how to find shit. And I'm glad that we did. Okay, so I'm recording this the Sunday before. So this will be recorded, let's see here. It goes up in 5 days. And I have to start getting ready for work in about an hour. It is just after 7 in the afternoon. Well, evening, I guess you could say. I just want to make sure I get this done before I start going to work. Anything major on that day? No, but I gotta pay my Snapchat on Friday, which is, the day this is being posted. Okay, that was a interesting face there. Okay, are we going to the actual next level? Or are we just kinda... Okay, we're still going through the clean out. Like I said, this is a long episode. Okay. Yeah, this episode is definitely going to be the longest, because the last one was about 25 minutes. I had to look it up here no, part 3 was the second longest, 26 minutes. Shortest was the first episode, at 14 exact. Followed by part 4, then part 2, part 5, part 3, and part 6, the finale, which is what you're watching. Okay, anyways, got all the gems. We got 2 keys, 24 gems, and we're at 97 completion. Which I think we're done with all the cleanup. Oh, nope, we're not. We still got some more we gotta do. Okay. So now I can kind of bullshit a little bit. Out of the 7 games that we have done here on the channel, which one was your guys' favorite? Was it Sonic 1, Super Mario World, Spyro 1, Pokemon Red and Blue, Sonic Adventure, Donkey Kong Country 1, or Crash 1? Let me know in the comments below. Tell me, I mean, you can tell me your top 3 that, you know, you enjoy watching. I mean, that'd be kind of fun. Because I'm kind of curious on what you guys think on some of my videos and what your favorite games are. And also, don't forget, you guys can even suggest games for me to do. It doesn't have to be stuff that I have in a lineup. You guys can suggest games. Like I mentioned before in a previous video, you can suggest anything you want as long as it's a console game. I'm doing console games. So, any mobile games is an absolute and automatic no. So, if you're gonna suggest a mobile game, sorry, I'm not doing that. Just so you guys all know.
Ba-da-ba!
25 gems and 98%. Okay, now I think we're done. On that. It's gone quieter downstairs. That's a good thing. $30 out of 32 levels. Oh, that's cool. That actually tells you how many levels. I actually never noticed it before. Unless I have, I haven't really acknowledged it. So yeah, we're just checking all the spots and getting all the gems and, you know, all that stuff. I spoke too soon. There's already chaos going on down there. Chaos! Swiss rolls! No, I'm just kidding. We're not playing Brawl.
What have I got?
You guys can also kind of suggest stuff on, speaking of Smash. Just as a reminder, me, Christian, and James all have a group gaming channel that we've been talking about for 5 years, and we finally got it started in February of this year. At the point of where I'm of the channel as of right now, Christian still needs to do an episode, at least the finale episode of Portal 1. I'm currently in the middle of doing Super Mario World,
What have I got?
which, let's see here. I'm pretty sure an episode goes up tomorrow. No. Next episode will go up the Friday or the Monday after this episode goes out.
What have I got?
So the next episode will go up this coming Monday at 6 p.m. Be sure to check it out. But yeah, sorry. I always record all my stuff ahead of time, and I have to kind of double check before I made a fool and a liar. It's just the way how my brain works. Ow! Fuck, that hurt. Why do I even still have this? I need to get rid of it. That thing is like a hazard. I hate it. But yet I use it for a clean towel like rack after I wash my towels. So I have like 5 towels. Technically there's supposed to be 4, but I accidentally stole one from a hotel from like 2024. Oopsies! But anyways. Okay, so now we completed this level, 100%. So that should put us at around 99. To where we can do the next couple levels. Oh, it says we're at 100%. Yep, there's more commotion going on downstairs. We got all the gems, we got all the keys. So now we just gotta go up with the next couple levels and beat Dr. Cortex. Alright, so our next level is the Great Hall. There are no boxes, no gems, and no, bonus areas. You just kind of have to go through here. Just, basic platforming. Which means that we're just about done with the video. Alright, what we got here? We're just flying. Oh, okay. Okay. That's crazy. Gubernatorial. Okay, apparently he's running for governor in Illinois. Oh, what about oh, okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of of this, and then I think we're gonna jump into the the Cortex fight. All right. So I will hold off my final thoughts of the game till we get to the actual credits. But yeah, I think we had a good time with this game. I definitely learned a lot. You know, James always told me that if I were to play an original PS1 game, like console original, between Crash and Spyro, he always told me to go with Crash because it's more 2D and more traditional than, you know, than Spyro. Because Spyro is open world. It's an open world 3D platformer. I mean, Crash is kind of like that, but you know. Alright, so we're done with these credits. And now we're going up against Dr. Cortex.
Done, Crash Bandicoot.
He's right behind you, Crash. Okay. So he's just gonna... Okay, so we just gotta smack the green power orbs against him and just kind of... Yep. Okay, so there's 2. Probably 4 hits. Alright, Cortex, you're going to feel hell. That's 4. That's 3. There's 4. And 5. Goodbye, Dr. Cortex. Crash and his girlfriend have been reunited forever. Alright, now this is the actual end credits of the game. Yeah, you kind of get 2 credits. Kind of like in the last game, Donkey Kong Country. It's kind of funny how you get like a short credit roll or a fake credit scroll. Back to back. But anyways, my overall thoughts of the game. I kind of like it. You know, it's definitely it's a 3D platformer, but it's not, you know, it's a collectathon, you know, like most platformers or in most cases. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. Not gonna lie. Do I think that I could probably maybe enjoy Spyro more than Crash? I don't know. I've never played I never played Spyro. But I mean, since I've seen the gameplay of, you know, Spyro 1, I mean, I see James play it all the time, but maybe. But we're gonna call out a video, and we'll see you with the next project.